Hi friends, we are in the chapter where we are going to create the MySql tables. Okay, how to do that one? That's what we are going to see now. So now we are going to discuss about the login two, which in the very first we discussed about. Then we are so far we are uh, going through the login one process. That is the project. That's what I have shown here. Okay. So what is a login one is this one. So I mean in the masters you have under the project list you created all the project. So currently we are working on the nest, right? So this particular initial we have lot of tables available. How to create this table in the MySQL? That's what we are going to see. Okay. For that, we should go into the next login, that is login 2. Okay. Login 2, I'll be having in Chrome. So, what we initially decided is let login 1 be on the Firefox 1 browser and the login 2 will be in the next uh, browser, preferably Chrome. Okay, that's what we have planned. And it can be any browser. It can be like your Opera or Windows browser. Okay, whatever may be. That depends upon your, yeah, that is absolutely your choice. Fine. Now we'll log into this one. Okay, so I'll be logging into barcode. Okay. So the user ID password will be given by the admin so that you can log in that one. Okay. So I'll just log in here. This is the login to. What we are currently seeing is login to. Here the application will be highlighted, and whereas in the project will be highlighted. Okay. So the difference is this. So that you should be able to understand and accordingly. But of course the menu are not going to change. There is you cannot have the same operation in either the places. Okay, fine. Now we'll go to the login one. So as per the plan, let me go back to the plan. So using login to create the MySQL table as per the list given by project. Okay, what is the list given by project? That's we are going to see now. Okay, so I'll go to the login one under the initial nest. So there is something called SQL and tags. If I click on the SQL and tag, you could see the create table command of the MySQL, which need to be copied and should be executed under the login tool. So I'll select here Control A, Control C. Okay, you can drag and see if at all you want to see when it is flexible. Okay, so Control A, Control C, I copied and I'm going to login to. So under the login to, we have under the menu user, okay, execute SQL. That option we are going to use. So what is execute SQL? You can execute any SQL command. That is MySQL command. Okay. So we are little generic. So I specified a SQL, but specifically under this category, we are working on MySQL only. So how to change the database? That is a totally different entity that we will have in the later stage. Okay. So now currently we are working on the MySQL. So here we are going to paste that one. Okay. So all the necessary command is copied from there. Just I mean you selected all, that is Control A, then Control C, and here Control V. You pasted it. Now the command is executed. That's it. Very simple. I mean, you can, either you can click execute SQL or just click on the response, you'll get the command executed. Okay, fine. So now you could see the response. So all the tables has been created. No error generated. So table creation is completed. Now you could see in the last command, okay, all SQL command processed. Right. So that means all the tables created. For example, you want to see a particular table, whether it has been created. How to check whether the particular table is created? So first of all, I need to delete this one. So I'll put again Control A, delete. So all the commands have been deleted. Okay. Now I want to see select star from purchase request. Purchase request, I mean, sorry, not purchase request. NASST underscore purchase request, right? So it says, so executing the select star from NS to purchase request. Now you can, what is this one? Select star from NS to purchase request. This is a basic MySql command. Okay. This is a command used to list the content, the rows of a particular table. The particular table is NS purchase request. Okay. Particular table. Okay. This is a basic MySql command. Now that you can check up with ChatGPT also. I'll go to ChatGPT. I want to list rows of a MySql table called NST purchase request. Okay. So I'll click on this one. So what is the command? Select star from NS purchase request. The same command I have given here also. Okay. So what? NASS. You can just copy from there. No big deal. Okay. And sorry. You can just use this one, copy code. Okay. Fine. Read. Then execute SQL. Okay. So the command is executed and you could see, but of course empty rows. There is no data. It is showing no data here. So it's showing empty. But still, what it says is that particular table is been created. Okay, for a instant, I want to check a table which is not existing. Okay, I'll just put ABC. I want to see whether a table ABC exists or not. Okay, let me check then. So it says ABC doesn't exist. So the command is generated. The error is generated. Here you could see the sample DB ABC doesn't exist. Okay. So that it gives the proper information. Okay, fine. So the tables are created. Now the tables are created. Now I have a doubt. Now, for some sake, I have a change in the table. Let us assume I'll go back to project list. Okay, I'll go to NAST. I have few tables or a specific table. Let me say brand. Okay. Under the brand, there are two columns. So I have brand name. Where brand name, instead of 150, I want to make it as 200. So I think I found 150 is not sufficient for me. Okay. So I make 200. Now this change has to be updated. Now how we are going to do that one? Okay. Already the tables have been created. Okay. The tables are created. Now how to make this change? Right. Very simple. I'll explain a specific, how to create a specific table. Okay. So now currently we are in the project. So you can check this one. We are in the currently in the project. We have made a change in the table. Okay. So I'll go down, save. So the project is updated. Okay. Now I need to create the table. So what I need to do, I need to go to master project list. So under the NAST, go to SQL and tags. Okay. So under the SQL and tags, you have again the create table command, But usually the create table command will be available for all the tables. Not only for brand, it will be for all the tables. Now you can select the brand part alone from the list. Okay, so Control A, Control C, go to Notepad++ or any editor. Okay, can go to Notepad, create a new tab, paste it. Now the brand alone can be copied and updated in the MySql command. That's how it is possible. Okay, so I'll go down. Let me check brand. Okay, so in the change is already updated. Okay, so I'll copy this one. I'll put in another. Okay, and is that only thing to be copied? No. So these are there would be three kind of updates will be there for each table. One is create table. The next one would be alter table for the primary key and the index keys. Okay. So for every table there would be two alter commands. Okay. So brand it is here. So I'll copy this also here. And put it in this tab so that the brand alone is copied alone. Okay. The brand part alone, brand table is alone. I have copied in a separate tab of the Notepad++. Now I'll copy this one, Control A, Control C. I'll go back to the login to, that is the application. Okay. I'm going to paste this one. Let me see what happens. So brand already exists. So what it says, the brand already exists, so you cannot overwrite it. So what you need to do, how to delete the existing table from MySql. Hmm? So while deletion, you should be very careful. If your data is available, then it's a totally different process. In the initial stage, during the development period, the data is not primary because you will be undergoing some testing process and all. So that way. What happens if the data is there? Okay, that we will have it in the separate video. That is next part. Now, initially to delete a particular table, what need to be done? Okay, so I'm going to do that one. How to delete a table from MySql database. Okay. So I have requested the ChatGPT. Okay. So delete a table. So for example, he has already ChatGPT has taken an example of NS purchase request. Okay. So drop table NS purchase request. Okay. Now the similarly drop table followed by brand. That's what we need to do. Okay. That is what required. Correct. So currently we are working, we want to recreate the brands, right? So what is the command I need to put is, I'll go directly to the login to execute SQL, Control A, delete. So I'll remove the existing thing or just refresh either the things. Okay. So brands, that drop table brands. So let me, so the respond. Okay. It is been deleted. So what it says, all SQL command processed. It has not generated any error. Okay, fine. If again, let me do again. Okay, so it has been deleted. Fine. Now that part is done. Now I'll be able to create it. So I'll go back to the Notepad++, copy the brand, whatever the create command, come back and paste. Okay. Now the table is created with a new character width, that is 200. Initially it was 150, now it has been created with 200. Okay, fine. So that is about this process. Fine. So the total process. So any specific table can also be updated. Only thing from the total list, you need to select that table. So what are things to be selected is we should have, there are three part. One is create table command and two part on the alter table. So there are two things for every table. You need to copy all the three and put it together in a separate tab node, in the notepad plus plus, then copy that one and put it in the create SQL command. You'll be able to create that one. Before that, it has to be dropped. That's about it. So in this chapter, we have gone through how to create the tables. So once tables are created, the API is fully ready where you can execute and see how. That we are going to see in the next video. Fine then.